Mr. Green. Voitot pankkitilillesi 5 minuutissa.
Okay, Mario, so how is it going in these weird times we are living in?
It's okay, you know. We stay quiet and we stay calm, and we just wait for the world to reopen, and with a lot of humility. But we are pretty happy to just be able to release the album, even if we know we won't be able to support the album live, you know. Yeah, still, it was time for us to finally release it, and so we're good. We're good.
So how has this last year been like mentally for you, just waiting and sitting on an album to wait for it to get dropped, basically?
As I said just before, we were just very passionate, and we knew something so important is happening in the world right now. So we couldn't really complain. You know, we were just a bit worried about just about when the world will reopen. But honestly. It's okay. We took some time off, and actually, it was great to take a step back from the songs, and because for 6 months we didn't listen to the song, my brother and I, and when we went back to it, it was very pleasant, and we had the confirmation that the album is good for us. You know, we felt great about it. But then I would say. It's more around September, October. We had to find a solution to take decisions. It was a bit more stressful at this time because a lot of back and forth with the management and the record company. We had to find a solution to finish everything, the covers, the mixing, and so everything accelerated a little bit, you know. But finally, we are ready to release it and super stoked about it.
So has this like coronavirus time affected you somehow with the writing process, or was the album like already written and almost recorded before this whole pandemic started?
Absolutely, everything was written because we were done with the vocals in January 2020, and we were about to mix the album with Andy Wallace in March. Around the 10, you know. Okay. So, but just we had to cancel the mixing because Andy was in Florida, we couldn't fly, and etc. etc. So we just, but the songs were ready, and I would say the weird thing is in the band we thought, oh my God, if with this pandemic the songs doesn't mean anything, you know, because the talking about the Amazonia in this time of pandemic, it's such a huge problem for everyone. So it seems a bit awkward to talk about something else, you know. But finally, after 1 year of pandemic, we think it's the right moment to release this album because now the lyrics are actually in phase with what's happening in the world. The album is talking about trends. It's like a quest of courage. So it's a perfect time to release it now. So there is a second dimension to it.
So obviously the title Fortitude means that it is meant for like people to sort of get inspired to be the best versions of themselves.
Yes.
So has it been easy to be the best version of yourself during these times?
Oh no, I was so shitty. No, but in the same time, we had some technical issues here because I was living in New York and I had to move back to France. So I had a lot of things to, find a new place to live with my family. It was a lot of technical problems, you know. And I had to deal with it every day, so I had to be very strong. And I think it's very inspiring. The message behind the album is also something we can relate it to our life and our everyday life. So it's actually an inspiration for me to talk about it and to listen to that song and to promote this album, because I myself need more than ever strength right now.
So, like musically, I've heard the album, and it's once again like really diverse album. Also, like the previous one, Magma was. But did you have like a clear vision where you wanted to go musically with this album when you started writing it? Because Magma was so hugely successful.
Yeah. Yes and no, I would say. The challenge is to find a place where the four of us are agree on something musically, because I'm very different than Joe. Joe is really different than Jean-Michel, etc.
Okay.
The four of us in a band are very like, the more we're getting old and the more we love different stuff, So for example, I wanted to bring something a bit more technical, something back from the, back to the roots a little bit. So it's why I came with this drum pattern in Into the Storm or Grind or, um, and I remember the communication with the others, that they said, yeah, I don't know about it, but finally I convinced them. I said, you know what, we need something like, catchy and heavy and brutal, like in the past, So we all agree, and we had a lot of fun created these heavy songs. But at the same time, Joe, for example, brought the vocals for the chant. So we all agree that we also want to embrace a more melodic aspect of our music, and because we love music in general, so we want Gojira to be something bigger and not only something extreme. We need to explore all dimensions, the melodic one, the rock one, the heavy part. So sorry, it doesn't really make sense what I'm saying right now, but it's just yeah, we all agree that we wanted a mix of different things. Yeah.
So does it feel good that you actually have your own brother in the band? If you have to say something, you can say it like straight to his face without thinking that how will he react. You can be quite honest to him because he's your brother.
Yeah, but we still have a lot of respect for each other, and the way we communicate is always like very chill. We never
Okay.
scream, and I had to learn how to communicate with him through the years, because we've been a band for 25 years, and we had this business together. So I cannot just be spontaneous and scream when I do not agree with him. I really have to be careful the way I'm talking, and the same for him. So it's actually the key of the success, and the fact we are all together still today. It's because the communication is really respectful.
I read the interview that Joe gave to Metal Hammer, and he said that he doesn't really want to have like any boundaries when it comes to guitar playing. So speaking about the drumming on the upcoming album, how were you pushing yourself as a drummer on this one?
I wanted to serve the songs first, because for me now, because I have more maturity, I think being a good drummer is the way you serve something. You serve a track, a song. So for example, if you have a chorus where the vocals are very important, it's important that the drums is not hiding anything. So I keep it simple during the chorus, because I want the attention to be on the vocals, for example. And I love technique, but I learned how to just use it few times. At the
Yeah,
end
you
of
use it in parts where it's good to be used.
yeah, exactly. I think I'm a more mature musician, and I have to deal with also the other guys, because Gojira is not my band only, So I know the guys, when I go too crazy on the drums, they freak out a little bit. But it's good, we all agree that we want to simplify everything, and stay groovy and straight to the point. So yeah.
So the band has always been a band with quite positive attitude, and I read the interview, like I said already, what Joe did with Metal Hammer, and he said that his faith in humanity has sort of dropped during the last couple of years. So what's your faith on humanity? Do you still feel that we have some hope left?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I have a lot of hope because the new generation is doing something incredible, and I feel they are more conscious than ever. For example, my daughter is judging me on the way I'm using. If I drink on a plastic bottle, she's saying she's 7 years old, but she said, "Hey, Dad, you cannot do this anymore." So
Okay.
the new generation will probably do something very crucial and very important for the planet. So yes, I have hope. Yeah.
So how important it was actually for you in the end still that you released this album during this pandemic to sort of give hope to people?
Yeah, as well. It's first. It's just a personal desire. We wanted to release this album because Magma was released in 2016, and it was too long between two albums. And you always feel like, oh my God, we are losing energy. Just waiting. So we told the management and the record company we want to release it. It's time, and people are inside. There's lockdown everywhere. I know the way I, um, I use music as something to lift me up, and I thought it will help people, and the fans want this. So it's time for us to release this fucking album. And we all agree that we have no view on when the world will reopen, so we cannot wait. It could be in 2023. So we won't wait like 7 or 8 years before dropping an album.
So before we wrap things up, I want to ask you a bit about the future. So how do you see it yourself? Do you feel that the next shows you will be playing will be in front of the crowd, or do you feel that you will do some live stream show to support the album before you can actually hit the road again?
That's a good question. We are open to all kind of possibilities. We are currently talking with the management about doing a live stream. If we have to do it, we will do it. It's not the best, of course. We love playing in front of the crowd, real humans, but yeah, we'll do what we need to do, of course.
So hey Mario, thank you a lot for your time and all
Yeah.
the best for the release of the upcoming album. Anything you want to say as last words to all the Gojira fans worldwide watching this afterwards?
Yeah, thank you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys because I miss you guys. And thank you for the interview. And yeah, that's it.